Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're gonna take a look at this coin counter. I know it needs all cleaned up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint this or if I'm just gonna leave this authentic the way it is and just get it all cleaned up so it works good. I need to use it. This is a Downey-Johnson model. God, you can't even barely read that. Looks like 3049K. Something like that anyway. New York, Chicago, Johnson Farebox Company. And up here we have that root. I can't. Yarsher? Something like that. I don't know. Anyway. It works every now and then, but now it's jammed up. And making a really funky noise. I don't know if there's something jammed up under the where the coins come in, but this will jump up. This is our wheel that pushes the coins through here and runs across this little star wheel and counts the coins, and that thing seems to be jammed up too. So we need to get in here, get this tore down, and see if we can't get it working like it should be working. And like I said, I need to use it. It's a neat little unit. Kind of fits right in with the retro gaming theme over at the arcade. We'll get a new cord on it. Looks like this has been taped on a couple dozen times and it's all cracked up and nasty. I was half afraid to plug it in, but I bit the bullet and closed my eyes and plugged it in. And nothing happened, so we're in good shape. So I'm going to get you set up and we're going to start getting this tore down. We're going to tear the top off of it first, see if we can't get this. This is the guide here that lets you adjust to the size of coins. I think this will count pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. You have to move this back and forth so the coins can fit through here like they should. You know, pennies and, well, dimes would be all the way over. This one, I'm not sure what this does, but we're going to find out once we get into it. That may be part of our problem. I don't know. So let's see what we got going on. Alright, just for the heck of it, I turned it back on and pushed this up. This has something to do with the jam. Probably a jamming mechanism or something. Because now, come on. As you can see, it's a little slow. I know everything needs to be oiled like that. And then if we push that, it releases it. But they don't slide through real well. Oh, of course. That's not a very good looking quarter anyway. Anyway, we need to get it cleaned up so it works. And we got 4, 5. I thought I had 6. Yeah, there's 6. There's another one in there. See if it'll push it through. Nope. The rubber wheel's still nice and soft, so we're good there. That was the only thing that was really concerning me. Alright, let's get it tore down. Okay, probably the first thing we should do is unplug it. These are kind of neat. I remember a guy, we had a little store. It's called Isley's. And he had pinball machines and that in there. And we used to call him the pinball guy. He used to come in every Saturday morning and empty the machines, empty the pinball machines. And let's see, yeah, just dirty from the looks of it, hopefully. There's our quarter we were missing. But he used to come in every Saturday morning and empty the machines. And we used to go up and wait for him. Because after he emptied the machines, he always gave us free games on the pinball machines. And that Gottlieb Soccer at 1976 Gottlieb Soccer was one of them that was in there at one time. But anyway, he always carried one of these in the store with him to count the quarters in the back, which was really, you know, and thinking about it now, it's a lot different than what it is and what it was. Okay, company. Alright, let's finish getting this guard off. Had company. Let's see. And up. Ooh, cool. Get you spun around here. We got a little chain. Alright. Next, I think we can get the count, the pusher wheel. I'm not messing with, just trying to stay away from messing with too much of the settings. Where we got a spring. Feels like a spring underneath. There's a kind of bear with me because I've never had one of these apart, so uh-oh. Alright, so let's see. That little goes in this. There's a little pin right there, goes in right there, and that has a spring. You can feel the spring underneath. There's our little mechanism, a little counter wheel. And there's a little, that's an oil port there. But we'll get everything all cleaned up and oiled, and hopefully everything will work like it should. I can tell this thing's definitely been sitting for quite a while. Let's see how much more of this we can get tore off of here. Yeah, don't mind me. I talk to myself too. Alright, what do we got? Get you spun back around. See if we can get our counter off of there. Nothing's tight, except for this one. So I have a feeling, yeah, that this has been taken apart a few times. There's one in there. Okay, where's that? There's that long one. That long one goes in the back. Alright. Probably these two. Maybe. Yep. There's one. That one has been hammered on quite. It's all wallered out. And like I said, looks like somebody. Like this has been taken apart a time or two. Aha. There's our counter. So we can get that all cleaned up. Looks like there's a set screw back there. And there. If I take those two out, yeah, then you can adjust this. Or take it a complete, no, you don't want to adjust it, it'll just take it completely up off of there. We may do that. That little guy, I don't know what that is. It's just kind of a square, goes down through and doesn't hold nothing. Wonder if there was another little guard or something on that. Alright, and this is what I moved and unjammed. So it's probably okay there. You know, how much would like to get down here, because that's pretty. Could use some oil on that, that's for sure. Let's see if we can take this table off here. That's what adjusts the size of coin that it will count. And this one, looks like it's been hammered on a time or two. Let's see, I need to keep them kind of separate. Yeah, those three, yeah, there we go. You ready to come off of there? Aha. That's what guides the coin in. Now this whole table. And that one there, there. Aha, there's another one right back here. plate, it adjusts for the coin size. And that's a chunk of brass. Man. And that guy back here, I took 2 screws out of it. Did it come up? Feels like there's a pin under it. Guide pin or something. You just don't want to reef on something and then something goes flying or drops down inside and we don't know how it goes back together. Feels like it's just a pin, guide pin. Yep, 2 of them. Alright, now what? Now what do we want to take off? That had come off there. With the spring, that could come up off, and that could come off. Let's take a look at the bottom. Just have 4 nuts. Yeah. It looks like the bottom would come off. See, I am missing a cup or something that poop tube that came down. That guy. Sorry about that. And then something went up on here and screwed down. That was the cup that caught the coins. Got to change that cord, so I think we're still going to have to get underneath and take these 4 off here, and hopefully the whole bottom will come off, and then we can get in there and take a look at some other things and do some oiling. What do I may have to just for the heck of it, let's see how tight they are. Yeah, I'm not going to screw them up. Alright, let me get a socket. Okay, I just noticed we have a date on the bottom. October 11th, 1961. About 3 years older than me. That one is really close. so close to the housing here. This one. There we are. Now, we're about to see what's inside. Hoo-hoo. That's 63 years worth of crap. All chain driven. Chain and gears. Pretty neat. Now, does this... Definitely needs cleaned. That's what we're here for. Okay. What do you think? Probably blow it out with compressed air. I'm not going to get too involved in tearing all this apart in here because everything here works. So let me get this all blowed out and blowed off. Get our cord out of it. Has a has a rubber cord saver on going through the housing. Let's see. These are, that's a crimp. Yeah, well, we got 3. Yep. Transformer and motor. Come on. Normally you can... Ooh, boy, those are good ones. Alright, we've got those two go together, and we are going to side cutter's got a little rusty. let's see if we can. I don't know if we can save that or not. It's probably part of the cord. It's probably molded onto the cord. From the looks of it, yeah, I think it's molded onto the cord. Alright, let me fight with that. I'll get that out of there and then see what we got to do. Alright, I got just about everything cleaned up that I'm going to clean up. Like I said, I kind of like it. A little rustic. Kind of goes with the theme of the retro game. The arcade. And that. So now we need to... we need to get everything greased up and oiled. I got some really good sticky grease. We like sticky grease. You know, at first I thought about painting it and, you know, making it all look new, or, you know, not new, but looking really nice. Now I got to looking at it and I like the look of it the way it is. From the 60s, 61. So it kind of, you know, I doubt if it was still being used in the solid state era. Probably had a electronic. Got the power cord on it. Now there's all kind of points to oil on this. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the table. These are the main shafts coming through. Right there. Well, let's see if we can get some down in there. Should put a little on the chain. Who knows how long any of this has seen any lube. It's always nice you oil stuff and then it won't work. Alright. Okay. Wipe its nose. Let it sit a little bit with some oil there. Alright, where else? Looks like right down. Good, I got that one. That one. Did that. Going to put a little drop right in there. That's a solenoid. Now what that does, I don't know. You can see right here. That'll suck in and push up. And I'm not sure. Maybe we can figure that out once we get that one piece put on there. I don't want to smooth this out too much, the plate, because that's what spins the quarters. And coins. You're gonna need a little bit of, for it to be a little rough to, you know, to get a hold of the coin and push it towards the opening here. think that's set. I think that's what counts it. And you get about 20 coins and then it stops. So if we reset it, pull that out, you can set it for a predetermined amount of coins that it spits out. Let me see if I can find that plate. There it is. This plate sits right there, and you have 20, 25, 40, and 50. So if you have it on 20, 1, 2, and see it stops. Reset it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 quarters. We go all the way into 50. 1, 2, still only 2. That's interesting. Now if you pull it all the way out, it's continuous. Has something to do with the solenoid. Okay. Enough screwing around. Let's put since I had it sitting there. We need to get the base and that put on it because we're done underneath. Okay, now, how I understand this is you have 20, 25, 40, and 50. And that's when it should shut off. If you're doing pennies and you want to do a roll, you set that on 50. It should count out 50 pennies, which would be a roll. Same with 40. If you're doing quarters, that would be 40 would be $10, or 40 nickels, which would be $2. The 25 would be $12.50 if it was 50-cent pieces. Not sure what a roll of 50-cent pieces is. No, 20 would be $10 and 50-cent pieces. So I got some. We're going to test this out here. We're going to set this on 50. Now this one over here adjusts your opening for your individual whatever you're counting, which we're going to be doing pennies. So I have that on 25. I was doing quarters. So we need to set this right there on a penny, and then see, a penny should fit through there. And then you have to adjust this one for your height so it will accept only the penny. I know. Alright, so let's test it out. jams. And I think I may also have to adjust the height to grab a penny. So it's it'd be kind of a pain in the butt if you're doing and how many did it count out? 60. Reset it. Let's put that last one out of there. There we go. Let's try it one more time as I get this adjusted. See, it acts like we're not quite open for enough. Alright, I think I got my height. Okay, I think I got it adjusted for pennies. I misspoke. 50, you'd have to do it twice for a roll. Sorry about that. But when you're adjusting this gate here, you want the penny to be just fit down at the bottom so it can spin around at the top. So we'll try this again. We have it set on 50, penny, and empty, and the wheel is down far enough for pennies. And then once it hits 50, close, 45. Let's try this one more time. Okay, reset it, count it out, 2, 4, 5, alright, so let's see if it shuts off at 50. Yep. Let's see, we're at 50. 50 pennies. Ooh, there's a Wheatie and 2 Wheaties in there. Huh. Alright, and then we'll reset it. and it shut off at 100. So that would be one roll pennies. $1. Uno dinero. So, okay, now it works on pennies, and it's the same thing each time you change coins. Is you have to mess with everything and get everything set so it'll take individual coin, each individual coin, dimes, 50-cent pieces, nickels, and quarters. Mostly it'll be set up for quarters for over at the arcade, but you know, at least now I know how I can set it up to count other change as well. Because if we do a dime, the dimes are a lot thicker, or thinner, excuse me, pennies are thicker than a dime. So we have to move our wheel down a little bit, so it'll pick that up. And we set that at 10. Nickels, we'll move it up. Set that at a nickel, move it up. Adjust your gate. And adjust what you're going to be how many you're going to be counting. If you're going to be doing a roll of nickels, that's 40 nickels would be a roll. So you set that on 40. Alright, I'm done playing with this thing. I'll get it set up for my quarters and take it back over. I'll take it over to the arcade so I can count quarters over there instead of doing 4 quarters at a time. $1, $2, $3. So I hope this video kind of made sense. Like I said, this wasn't a restoration. This was just to get it cleaned up and get it working so I can use it. I like the looks of it the way it is. Rustic. You know, looks like it's been around a while. And actually it has. Since October 11th of 1961. So I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I like doing this kind of stuff. Something a little different. Get into a little bit more mechanical stuff. And, you know, thank God this was working and we didn't have to try and find anything for it. It just needed cleaned up and serviced and learn how to set it up so it'll count the coins you want it to. So I hope to see you on the next one. And if you like this type of content, please hit the like button for me and leave me a comment. Doesn't cost you a thing. Until next time, me and Downey-Johnson. Johnson Farebox Company. Coin counter. Till then, see ya.